Okay, so these two kids, boy meets girl, these two kids like in the 6th grade, right? And the girl is like just quirky, little ghetto. And she just chilling. It's first day of school or the first week of school. She just chilling, and she running around real big mouth, living her best life. Just living. And she's chilling, talking to one of her friends, right? Um, and out of nowhere, she looks up and this guy, and he looks like kind of unkempt, like he growing a mustache, but it's like spotty. He kind of looked like an older guy with a younger face, but it looked like he got a lot of hair on his face, but he don't know what to do with it. Like it's just kind of like he looked scruffy, yeah, like a scruffy guy. And when she looks up, he's like staring at her. He's staring, like literally staring, like kind of like that, but he's walking. And so the girl is like, yeah, just running her mouth, blase, blase, blase. And she looks up and she catches his gaze. Like she catches his gaze staring at her like, and she look over at her friend like, the fuck? Okay, whatever. All right. Now take the mind, this is in the 90s, so, a little different back then. So like days go by, cause after he's walking and he's staring at her and she's like, and he's walking back like, and so they just staring until he keep walking until he walks out of her sight. And she looks like that was weird. And then she never see him again. So like a month or two go by, we in the school year. School done start, junior high, first year of junior high. It always some shit. It was always some shit popping off in the 90s. So it's the first year of junior high. And life was lifing. And one day she walks into the lunchroom, and as she walking, she running her mouth because this girl always running her damn mouth. Okay, she always on 10. She always running her mouth. So she walks in the lunchroom, and when you walking out and when you walk in their lunchroom, you're walking down, like walking downstairs. So you walk in the lunchroom, and I told that bitch blah 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 blah. And she steps down, and she sees the guy again. She sees him again, and she looks. And he stops and he like this. And he watches her. And so she goes and she like, the fuck? And she sees him and she goes to the lunchroom. And like days and weeks go by, and she goes, every time she goes to the lunchroom, she see him. You know what I'm saying? And he stares at her. So it creeps her out. She's like, why is this guy always staring at her? And why is he always sitting over there like that by himself? Like, who is he? So one day, being the loudmouth girl that she is, she walks over to him and she said, hey, what are you doing? And he said, I'm eating lunch. And I said, oh. I said, why you always sitting here? What you is, the janitor or something? He said, no. And that's how he said. He said, no. And I say, why you here? What's wrong with you? Why you be looking like that? He said, I ain't the janitor. I go here. I said, as in the 6th grade? He said, yeah. And I look him up and down. I said, damn. How many times that you flunk? How many times you flunked? Something wrong with you? Like, damn, how many times you flunked? Because he looked like the janitor. Meanwhile, that hair on his face, he looked like a werewolf. Like, it was just unkempt. But then when you look in his eyes, you realize that he's a kid, but he has so much hair on his face, you don't know. And he says, my mama said, the doctor said, I went through puberty early. And this why I look like this. And I was like, what? And that was it. I just walk off. And that was how boy meets girl. Okay? So the next day I see him and I walk up to him and I said, you good? Why you always sitting out here by yourself? You look slow. Like what's going on with you? And he said, I said, are you okay? And he was like, yeah. I said, why? I said, you look old as hell. Like you look like a grown man. Like, are you okay? And he was like, yeah, I'm straight. I don't really talk to people too much. And I said, why? He said, I just, my clique ain't in here at this time. And I don't really talk to people that much. And he says that, I said, well, what school you went to last year? And he was just like, I went here. And I said, what, you flunk? He said, no, I got in trouble. I got into it with the teacher. And I threw a chair at her and I had to go to Parkview. Or he got kicked out of school or something. But he went to the school the previous year with the bad kids. So he had to do another year. So he ended up with us because he was a grade higher than us. Right. So, yeah. So that was that. And I didn't see him no. Well, I saw him, but I didn't go talk to him no more after that. Like, I was just like, oh, well. Okay. And that was it. That was how boy met girls. So I was just curious.